Next, we have a life strategist from Singapore. Her name is NancyHo.
So, Mara, you've interviewed how many entrepreneurs, would you say?
Oh, I mean, hundreds probably now.
Probably more than that.
Yeah.
After all these years, they'll probably more than that. You probably do 100
CEOs, world leaders, yeah.
And you've met a lot of regular entrepreneurs as well. What do you think is preventing entrepreneurs from, and it can be men or women, that are preventing the difference between, you know, you meet someone like Alexandra, and then you meet someone that's starting out. She started with nothing. You know, I started with nothing. Vivian started nothing. You know, you started, like, the magazine was nothing. The difference between here and here, like, what prevents these people from being at all you ladies' level here?
Well, I think there's a lot of different factors that many of you in this room are experiencing, whether it be access to funding, access to opportunities, really understanding your market and the like. But I would say one thing that keeps coming back time and time again, more so now, is two things. One, I think having a vision that's as big as the business that you want it to be. Sometimes we start small, and staying small is comfortable, but if you do want to grow and scale, you really have to have that in your eyesight early in the game, because that will make and shape a lot of the decisions that you make. The other thing I would say, whether it be access to funding or opportunities or strategic partners, really focus on building your network. Sometimes we hear network all the time that it's important, but sometimes taking those opportunities to really nurture and cultivate relationships is something that seems like a nice to do versus a need to do. Really understand the things in your business or the things that you need to help you be successful, and then put time on your calendar to prioritize building relationships, going to community events, going to entrepreneurial events, because that then really gives you a community of people to tap into and a village behind you that when you need it, they're there to help you, give you the insights, the resources, or also open their own networks to help you be successful.
So well spoken.
Yeah.
Just memorized.
Oh, thank you.
Now when you write your editor, like I'll have your voice when I read the thing, I'll be like I can now put the voice to read because I read that. And by the way, it actually has made me a better entrepreneur reading that. I read the Forbes because I'm going to be on the billionaires list.
Done. There you go.
Well, done, yeah. You just need to, if you just want to skip it without me doing it, I like that. But you guys do a lot of due diligence.
We do.
Yes,
a lot of due diligence.
That's one thing you do. Nancy, you're one of the best at this in Asia, but you do it all over the world. But specifically in Asia, where there's some very different cultural differences, and now there's starting to be separations between China and Singapore and Japan and Vietnam and Laos and Thailand, Philippines and all that too. What do you think is stopping people from making that? And you've been doing it for a long time and are very good at it.
You know what we often do, whether men or women, okay, we make up stories, meaning we tend to overthink. And we overthink and we overthink. And those stories, we made it like it's so real, well, actually, they are just thoughts. Thoughts has no power until you act on it. So if you just treat it as your stories and don't make a big deal out of it and stay very present, and like we all know, believe in your vision, believe in yourself, know that you are unique. You are all that it counts in this earth, and that's all there is.
Thank you.
Okay.